Hey, what's up guys, it's Apollo Uchiha here and welcome back to my channel. Today I am back with a new short movie. The name of this short movie is What If Naruto The Rebirth of Fire. And yeah guys, it is an unscripted short movie and my own idea. Now before continuing this, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, and follow me on my Meta What If channel as well if you haven't done so already. And without any further ado, let's begin with our today's short movie. Our story begins in Konoha Gakure no Sato on October 9th at nighttime, the night of the Kyuubi attack. Kyuubi no Yoko, the strongest Biju, has descended upon Konoha, sending it into chaos. The civilians were trying their best to hide or survive the night, while the shinobis, under the leadership and guidance of Hiruzen Sarutobi, the retired Hokage, had taken to the front lines, forming a last line of defense in between their village and the Kyuubi. And they were failing miserably. Everyone was afraid, but the adrenaline rush was so high that they were forced to fight. Even if their instincts yelled at them to run, they knew that they had to do this, or otherwise there will be nothing left to return to afterwards if they run away now. While on the other side, one question was in the mind of the whole damn village. How in the hell did this happen that the Kyuubi no Yoko was at their doorsteps again? And where was their current Hokage, Minato no Mikaze? As on the other side we see, deep in the forest, up on top of the Hokage monument, a mountain in which the faces were carved from stone of the Hokages, was present Minato no Mikaze. Both of the kunais, which were tri-pronged, in his hand each, as he was currently glaring down at the man in front of him, who he has wounded badly with his two techniques, the Flying Raijin and the Rasengan. I gotta hand it to you. I underestimated you quite a lot, Yellow Flash. But now the next question arises. What are you going to do? Are you gonna go and protect your home, or we keep fighting? As Minato then heard the screech of the Kyuubi, as he halted, giving the man enough chance to disappear. This is not over, Minato. Minato was panicking and a lot faster, and so what he did was fast. He arrived at the safe house where his wife and child was, only to find that Kushina was in her gear already. Kushi-chan, what are you doing? Said Minato with a fearful tone in his voice. Calm down. I'm still a Konoichi through and through. I'll be able to fight. We gotta stop that monster, don't we? We are not gonna argue and spend the time here. You're right, but how? Naruto. Unfortunately, I have to burden my son with this monster. That is the only way. You're right. But there has to be another way, right? I'm not sure, Minato. I have an idea. A seal that I was thinking of, Minato. Just use the pentagram seal that Mito-sama used on me. Don't use an experimental seal. It will go wrong. No, it won't. Believe me when I say this. And so, now we see Minato made Kushina agree to him. And taking Naruto, both of them arrived at the battlefield, where both of them instantly went to make the seal. Seeing them, Hiruzen gave the charge to the Chunin commander and arrived there. What the hell is wrong with you two? How did this even happen? And where is Bibaku and the others? There was an explosion, I heard. Is she okay? They are all dead. What? Said Hiruzen as Kushina said this. There was a masked person who attacked us. What? What are you talking about? Right now we don't need to talk about this. We have to stop the Kyuubi. Please, let me focus. But Hiruzen kept on pushing. So much so that Minato made a lot of mistakes in the seal, and his experimental seal that he ended up using, because he forgot while in the heat of a moment and talking to Hiruzen that he was supposed to use the pentagram seal. He's used it on the Kyuubi as something happened. Kyuubi turned into orange chakra and the chakra consumed Naruto as Kushina almost screeched in horror. As suddenly when the chakra died down, instead of blonde hair, Naruto had orange hair now, and instead of deep blue eyes, it were reddish ones, like deep reddish ones. And his whisker marks, they were a bit thick as per usual, as they were before. As Seeing these changes, both of the parents froze. What happened? Said Kushina. Oh no. God damn no. I made a mistake. I was getting distracted by Hiruzen Sama. I ended up making a mistake. Instead of using the pentagram seal, I used up the the trial seal, the one that I was experimenting on. What? You used an experimental seal to seal the QB within your own son? Yes, accidentally though. But why is his hair color different now? And his eyes? Why are they like the QBs? Calm down, Kushina. We have to get him examined. Inuichi, are you here? Yes, I am. I'm sorry, but I'm running low on chakra right now. Would it be fine if we do this tomorrow? As the people celebrated because the damage was minor, but Hiruzen couldn't. His wife had died, after all. Minato and Kushina mourned with him, and after the night was spent somehow, the next morning, more like the afternoon when they woke up, they went and to the Hokage office, where the council important members such as the clan heads as well as the elders and Hiruzen was present. Now, Minato, I say this for everyone when I say this. Please tell us what happened. So everything was going great. Naruto was born and Kushina was fine. Everything was fine. And suddenly ninja wire, I presume, was used and the rest were killed. The masked person revealed himself, claiming to be Madara Uchiha. What? That is bullshit. Madara Uchiha has been dead, Hiruzen. We know that. Our sensei killed him. And witnessed it. Yes, I know. That is why it concerns me. What also concerning is, if that is true, then we cannot ignore the pattern in the eyes. Said Fugaku Uchiha. What do you mean by that, Fugaku? That was the pattern of a Mangekyo Sharingan. I have some records to search through, but I can tell that that pattern matched Madara's. This is not good. As the elders looked towards one another with worry. If Madara Uchiha was alive and he was the one behind this was a disaster. It is either someone impersonating as Madara or someone who has stolen his Sharingan. Both of the conditions we cannot willing to afford. Said Danzo, we need to find out who did this and fast. We will, but right now we have another important worry. The seal that I ended up using on my son has changed him a lot, and we want Inuichi to go through his mindscape. The doctors say that everything is fine and the baby is healthy, but we need to be sure if the QB has taken over or is it our son. Inuichi, a bit scared, said, to hell with this. If I die, I'm gonna haunt you, Minato. Yes, I hope that doesn't happen though. And so, using his mind transfer technique, Inuichi went inside the mindscape. And after what seemingly looked like an hour, Inuichi came back. It looked like a month in there for me. I studied and examined everything I could. So, it's your son. Which is quite concerning because QB is not there. How can you tell? Said Hiruzen and the others. Usually when a Jinchuriki is present. In case of Kushina, because I have done this to her before in the Chunin exams. Sorry Kushina, for the memories. That was not nice of you. Anyways, as I was saying, there are two consciousnesses present there aside from the chakra signature. But the QB's chakra and Naruto's chakra has emerged and submerged as one. Transformed into a different shade of it. How? I did not know that, but Naruto now has an endless amount of chakra. Infinite almost, if I can say that. And his strength and everything would increase drastically. The doctor did say that he is healthy, extremely healthy, for a child who is just born under such harsh conditions. That's good to hear. Well, the thing is, I didn't see any second consciousness. And the consciousness that I saw was that of a infant child. A very, very young one. Which makes me believe that it is Naruto indeed. Thank God, said Minato and Kushina. As Danzo was the only one who was concerned aside from the rest. You know what that means? What? We don't have a Biju anymore. We do not have a Jinchuriki anymore, and that is concerning in its own right. The child may be whatever it may be right now, but it is It is dangerous for us to be like this. We need something new. Something that can stop the attacks and calm down, Danzo. How about you go and relax, buddy? We went through hell yesterday and today we found out that we are without a Pichu. I know it has taken toll on your mastermind of a brain, but you need to rest. Yeah, I'm gonna drink some tea and rest. This is too much for me. And so, once Danzo and the elders departed, Hiruzen was the only one to stay behind. Look, Minato, don't worry about what Danzo has said, okay? Be glad that your son is fine. I'm just happy for your family. Hiruzen-sama, again. It's alright. Wako knew what she was stepping into. It's just that we're gonna get that bastard. And when we do, I'm gonna have a word with him. A few of them. I know. And so, after that day, Minato and Kushina watched while making sure their village was safe as their son began to grow up. Naruto, at the age of 3, when he was able to stand up after a lot of crawling, was able to pick up a whole couch with one hand. As Kushina almost had a heart attack when she saw this, and when she told Minato, Minato laughed at her, only for Naruto to lift the dining table with his small baby hand, causing him to almost lose his face colors to pale white. How is he doing that? That is what I've been trying to tell you. He is too strong for his own age. But how? This doesn't make any sense, said Minato, finding it quite hard to be convinced even if the proof was there in front of him. I don't know, Minato. We need to get him checked to the doctor. You're right, Kushi-chan. And so, after being both shocked, amazed, at the same time scared, both of the parents brought Naruto to the doctor, as the doctor, after doing some tests and as the results came in, informed them, I do not see the problem here, Hokage-sama. You should be grateful that your son is healthy and fine. If more than anything I would say, his results are 200 out of 100. Why are you worried about him? Because my son at the age of 3 lifted up the whole freaking dining table, which is quite heavy. It took me and Kushina to move it. Do you know that? Still, it's quite hard to believe that such a child would be able to do that. Are you sure you're drinking coffee to make sure that your senses are still in? I recommend that, you know. I am completely fine. Alright? I saw what I saw, and Kushina and I both are not having delusions. If that is true, then your child has one remarkable hell of a strength, because to me everything is fine. I'm sorry, but I can't help you with this then. And so Minato and Kushina came home again, only to find Naruto playing with the couch, lifting it up, throwing it in the air, and catching it, and then putting it down and clapping his hands. And this literally caused them to have a brain aneurysm. Oh, my brain. It hurts. I'm stressing so much, Minato. What do I do? I don't know, Kushina. What should we do? And from there onwards, their problems just got worse and worse, because Naruto, as he grew up, was into a lot of physical activity and loved to play and prank his parents. For instance, he moved his father's whole office to the other side by picking up the whole freaking bookshelves, which were quite hard to move. It took 4 shinobis to do that, while he alone moved it. And not only that, he literally flipped his home to the other side by ripping it from the earth itself and rotating it into the backyard, meaning their backyard door was now at the front, while their front door was at the backyard, causing Minato to literally lose his mind, because that in itself was quite impossible. And to do that without damage was even further and beyond impossible, but Naruto somehow has managed to do that both. Kushina, on the other side, loved her son's playfulness, but also was quite scared, because if the word got out that Naruto was this strong, people might try to use him for bad stuff. But Naruto, even though he was a prankster from heart, was a bit, well, genius when it came to stuff like this, able to understand what people want from him. Son, what is it, Tochan? Said Naruto at the age of 5. Do you mind, son? Stop, rotating the house just for fun and pranks? But it's a prank, Tochan. I'm gonna turn it back tomorrow. Just don't damage it, okay? It was quite expensive and I bought it. I don't think I would be able to buy a house in today's economy. I don't want to be the one renting out an apartment again. Yeah, that would be a disaster, son. Listen to your father. Ah, both of you are no fun. Of course I'll do that. And so Naruto, while they were inside the home, went outside, picked up the whole home, and rotated it. God knows where that strength comes from to that boy. Well, he is our boy and our problem, as Naruto returned and gasped. What? You say I'm your problem? No, in a good manner, son. And now both of the parents were stressing because Naruto was getting cranky and angry as he began to cry. You think of me as your problem. You don't love me. As Naruto cried while rolling on the ground and stomping his feet, which caused the wooden floor to crack. Well, there goes 20,000 Ryus. 30,000. What? Wood prices have increased, Kushi-chan. As Minato was having a headache. Son, calm down. How about we go get some ramen? Yay, ramen! And instantly Naruto shot up, causing the ceiling to be embedded. Huh? Why am I on the upper floor? Said Naruto as his head was there, literally inside his room. Son, because you shot straight up to the second portion. Come down there. Well, there goes 60,000 Ryus. I guess most of your salary is going there this month. Yup. And so, now we see the family enjoying a lot of bowls of ramen, and after doing so, they were returning home. And that is when a thief decided it would be the most best decision to rob Kushina, only for her to realize that she was being robbed and Naruto to chase after the thief. Oh no. Stop! Please! It's for your own safety! As Naruto, the thief thought that they were saying this to the child, but they did not realize they were saying this to him. As soon as Naruto reached in his vision, Naruto punched him into the face, sending him flying like a rocket, straight slamming into, after going through multiple houses, into the Hokage monument, well, the structure there, causing cracks to appear on the Hokage statue faces, especially in Minato's. Oh, my head. All this damages. This boy is gonna cause me to go broke. And later on, when the Anbus arrived, they took the testimony of their Kage, and it was revealed that that man was a wanted thief. Even so, the people let Hokage and his family go, while Naruto was now a bit feared by the shinobis and Anbus. And the thieves, yeah, well, they left Konoha, because after what happened to one of their own, they realized that if they try to do something and the boy is nearby, they're gonna end up 6 feet deep into the ground. And they very much like staying above it, so that is why they left. While Naruto was being debated inside the council chamber again. Why? Because Danzo Shimura has come back, suggesting that they train the boy. And I'm telling you this again, that boy has extraordinary amount of strength. If put to right use, think what he can do. The greatness. The all that he can achieve. We would not even need a damn Biju. With a single punch at 5 years of age, he was able to knock a man into the comatose state. Actually, that man is dead. Said Inoichi, I'm just saying, sorry. Even if he was a thief, I thought I have to say this. See? I'm telling you. We would become untouchable. You and your delusions, Danzo. Have you forgot to take your medicine, my dear friend? Said Hiruzen Sarutobi. No, I don't even take medicines. Yes, you do. See, you even forgot about that. Waru, Homura, why don't you take our old friend from here? He's been stressing too much about this. And once Danzo left with them, Hiruzen turned towards the rest. Listen here. We do not need to put that kid into a shinobi forces right now. He has, I guess, a few years before he enters the shinobi academy. Nope, he's not going to the academy. Said the clan heads as they stood up. I'm sorry, Minato, but yeah, I'd rather have my child intact, said Fugaku. Because I know my son is quite, arrogant, and Naruto doesn't like arrogant people, so yeah, I don't want my child to die. Sorry. As one by one they all said the same words, especially Tizunmi, because she knew Kiba would brag a lot in front of Naruto, causing him to get pissed and might end up dying. All except one, and that was Inoichi. My daughter is a lot of, bragging brat, but that is all she is. Would you mind, introducing Naruto to her? Maybe if they become friends. In this way, others might be willing to, accept Naruto, turn him a bit human, and calm him down. That is a great idea. Thanks, Inoichi. And so, Ino Yamanaka and Naruto Uzumaki met. And on the day they met, Ino was amazed by Naruto's strength because the boy literally pulled out a tree from its roots down just so she could eat a few fruits that were up there. And after enjoying both, we see they laid down next to the tree. Nay, Ino-chan, would you come again to play? Of course, silly, we're friends. Really? Uh-huh, of course we are. And from then onwards, a friendship was forged. And so, now we see many years passed as Naruto reached at the age of 13. He was allowed in the academy, but only to learn, not to participate in any form of physical or whatnot exams. Why? Because he literally put a thief in a comatose state, which died later onwards, which was not revealed to Naruto, by the way, and also he beat Guy so badly that Guy vowed that he had to train hard until he beat Naruto, which he hasn't done so, by the way, and he has lost 3 times. The Green Beast of Konoha has lost 3 times to a boy, which was 13 years of age now. As inside the academy, Naruto was seated next to Ino, while everyone else was seated as usual, while Sakura and her fangirls were surrounding Sasuke Uchiha. Jeez, I don't know what to see in that guy. Oh, Sasuke? Yeah, I understand. He is an emo, but seriously, what else he is beside that? He has a bad personality, and Ino began to point out the bad points about Sasuke. Calm down, Ino, I think he can hear you. As Ino noticed that Sasuke was glaring at her. If I am so bad, then why do you keep noticing that? It's simple that you want someone like me, a true man, an elite, an Uchiha. Sit your bitch ass down, Sasuke, said Kiba. All she needs is an alpha, not an emo wannabe. As Naruto chuckled, seriously, you, Kiba? You? As Ino chuckled at that as well. Wait, what do you mean by that? Even if you're the son of Hokage, I'm gonna make sure you stay that. What, my bitch, that you have been, because you're too afraid to touch this. So Kiba extended his hand, acting like he was the man here, the alpha. Come on, punch me, Naruto. I don't think that is a good idea, Kiba, said Ino, because she realized that Naruto might really do that. How about this then? As Naruto literally, using 3 fingers, only 3 fingers, slapped Kiba onto the face, causing him to turn into a literal Beyblade, slamming into desk. The desk went flying until he was slammed into the whiteboard in the center of the class. Naruto! In front! Now! Said Iruka as he arrived there. What did you do? I told you that you're forbidden to use your strength. Actually, Sensei, it was Kiba who told him that he was a bitch and he needs to use his strength. Said Shino. And Naruto only used 3 of his fingers, sir. 3? You're gonna kill him. If you had to use your pinky, Naruto. As everyone looked towards Iruka Sensei like, what the hell is wrong with you? Why would you suggest that? Is Naruto really that strong? Why? Is he really that strong? Said Sasuke. Of course he is. He knocked out a man with a single punch at the age of 5. A Jonin level man. As everyone was shocked. As Ino then said, that is true. And then by the way, that man is in a comatose state. Oh, yeah, comatose state. Ino was about to reveal the truth to everyone and even Naruto. And she stopped. Oh, did I really hit him that bad? I mean, he was kind of trying to steal my mother's wallet, so I had gotten a bit angry. Might have punched him a bit hard. A bit? You mean to say the man is in 8 years worth of comatose state and you think that it's only a bit hard? Said Sasuke, as he prayed to every Uchiha Lord out there. Thank you, Uchiha Lord-sama, for protecting me from this monster. Because if I had provoked him, I too would have been seeing you and with you right now. Well, Kiba was almost there, until he was dragged back by the doctors and now was living with a dislocated jaw that was stuck on the right side from down below. Tizumi was a bit pissed, but in the end, she was also quite happy because Kiba needed to be toned down a bit, and Naruto did really was, well, not the one who instigated it, and in return, it was her own turn, so she knew that she had to accept this. I apologize, Spirito, Kushina, and to you, Naruto. I apologize as well, ma'am. I did not, kind of wanted this to escalate so much. Sorry about that. I mean, his jaw broken and all that. It's fine, the brat would recover from it. Just make sure next time you use your pinky. Ah, yes, of course I will. And so, that is how the shinobi life of Naruto started. Because after that, he was made into a genin. And his team, well, he wasn't put in on any. He was put on reserve. When asked why, his own father told him, well, actually the others are quite afraid because if any of the team is with you, you might become the one who overpowers them. And they're asking you to not compete in the Chunin exams as well. What? But why? I'm not gonna be stuck as a genin, am I? Said Naruto, as he grabbed onto his father's desk that literally turned into splinters from the side that he was holding them onto. His father looked at him with a deadpan expression. Son, you destroyed my desk again. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to. But enough of that. Why am I not in the Chunin exam? Said Naruto, pounding his fist on the table, causing the whole desk to now crumble down. Son? Yes? Dad? You destroyed my desk. That was 15,000 ryus worth of desk. You know, I'm gonna go broke one day because of you, son. Sorry, Dad. It's fine, son. I love you, Dad. Me too, son. You can leave now. And once Naruto left, Minato slumped on his chair. What am I gonna do now? You know, there might be a few old wooden planks back at home. Hokage-sama, said an Anbu jumping down from the rooftop. What? Why not use just a cardboard box? What? I mean, you can lay down and while relaxing do the paperwork. In this way, Naruto, whenever he tries, even if it damages, I would be able to just tape it back together. Yes, that is what I'm trying to say. You really are quite a genius. And so, a box was selected as the Hokage desk, and the paperwork was placed on a bedsheet that was placed down on the floor on which the box was placed on. And there, laying down, Minato did the paperwork while relaxing and enjoying. This is much better. As the Anbus watched from up, enjoying this every last moment of it. While this was going on, the spies of Orochimaru have informed Orochimaru of quite some interesting stuff. My oh my. Hokage's son, you say, Kabuto? Yes, Orochimaru-sama. I have been informed by Mizuki that he literally broke the jaw using the 3 fingers of an Inuzuka. Inuzukas are known to be tough. And you say his jaw was broken by 3 fingers alone. And I also have heard that he was the one when at the age of 5, with a single punch, a Chunin level thief was put in a comatose state, but in reality he has been dead. Really now? The thief went straight through a lot of buildings, slamming into the Hokage monument. Impressive. What else? That is all that is known, by the way. That the boy is extremely strong and extremely healthy. He was supposed to be the Jinchuriki of the Nine Tails, but somehow he merged with it, consumed it. God knows what happened with it, but it's not here anymore. And Naruto has an unlimited amount of chakra, so the boy is just using his physical strength combined with the Kyuubi's. Interesting. Very, very interesting. In the meanwhile, now we see the Akatsuki have been also hearing the rumors deep into the tunnels of Amekakure. They have also heard the rumors, and Zatsu has relayed down to the rest of the Akatsuki members as Pain, the leader then said with purple eyes with ripples in them. This is certainly interesting development. A boy with immense amount of strength and an immense amount of chakra. And if he has truly consumed the Kyuubi, this is concerning. Can we not just chuck the child in and, maybe hope for the best? What if he consumes the Gerumazu and the other Bijus? That will be quite concerning. Yes, that will be quite concerning. So, what should we do? monitor that boy. And if possible, the chakra that he uses is the cubies. We might just do that. What? As Kisame has suggested, chuck him into the Geramazo and hope for the best. It's a risky move, Toby. It's Madara. When we are like this, it's always Madara. Yes, Madara-sama. I apologize. It's alright. There's nothing to worry about. Keep an eye on him, Zetsu. Let's move along with this plan. It may be risky, but we are willing to take that risk. And so, now we see. Back in Konoha, the Chunin exams were underway. Naruto had to bench this one out as he was watching this with his parents in the stand, while Hiruzen was dealing with the guests because Minato thought that his son would be sad, so to make sure nothing happens, he was there nearby him. Again, sorry son. You could have competed in this, but you don't even know your strength. I'm done hearing that. Jeez, can you not talk about that, please, Tozan? Sorry, son. Hey, don't be sad, I'm just saying, it's getting annoying, okay? Said Naruto, as they watched Genins after Genins being beaten. As Kiba Inuzuka's jaw was fixed, won his match and pointing towards Naruto. I'm gonna beat your ass, Naruto. You're gonna be my bitch. As Naruto's tick marks begin to grow. I'm an alpha male, pure one. As Naruto grabbed onto the rails as he got up to his feet. And with the trembling that was happening in his body, Naruto literally ripped the whole stand and the concrete structure it was attached to up. I'm gonna kill you, Kiba. You hear me? I'm gonna squash you like a cockroach. And his mother jumped in front of Kiba, as well as her ninken, while Naruto was calmed down with a bowl of ramen. Everyone had their jaw dropped because they realized that the son of Hokage was not participating. They knew that he was weak, not this strong, and now they were glad that he was not participating. As disguised as the Kazekage, Orochimaru was beyond impressed. I know Kabuto said that he was strong. Not this absurdly strong. Very interesting. As now we see, 1 month break was given, and after that, the finals would begin. During that, the construction was being done because Naruto literally ripped the whole stand front side off, the whole front wall. And after the construction was done, the finals began. And Suna wasn't feeling attacking Konoha, so someone had to do it on their own. Because, well, they were scared. And they got beaten bad. Orochimaru's both arms and legs were shattered and his jaw was dislocated because Naruto beated him and jumped on both of his arms, stomping both of his feet down there, breaking both of his bones of arms and legs beyond repair. So much so that even the doctors were in tears. They felt bad for Orochimaru. Everyone did. Even Jiraiya did. Especially him, because he was, well, Jiraiya's boss teammate. As Hiruzen then said, Orochimaru, you could have stopped this. You could have stayed away, but no, your dumbass has to go and attack us, didn't it? I was doing this because I had to. No, you were doing this because you were desperate, you dumbass. Now look at you. You look like a damn potato. Is this what you wanted to be your whole life? You should be grateful. Most people don't even have what you have. But no, you always wanted more, always was too greedy, and now what you have, you always also lost it as well. Why are you being so philosophical today, Sensei? You're too much, huh? You wouldn't even listen to my reasoning. Now I hope and pray you realize what you have done. You should be glad that you're not being sentenced to that, because what Naruto has done is more than enough as a punishment seen by the people. Suna was glad that it was not a participant in this, and even acted as an ally. Later they found that their Kazekage was dead and Orochimaru had impersonated him as, and they were really grateful that they did not listen to him. While this was said and done, the news spread like a wildfire. Eva was scared shitless, so much so that they were now dead quiet. They did not know what to say. As for Kiri, they were a bit hopeful to form an alliance. All the meanwhile, Kumo was pissed beyond reasoning. The second strongest was now aiming to become the first, would now have to remain in the second seat now. Still, that pissed them off completely. On the main side, Naruto, was quite happy because he was turned into a Chunin because he had stopped an invasion. People of Konoha were afraid of him. A bit afraid because they did not want him to be pissed off. Because Kiba, well, he was still traumatized because Naruto was about to squash him with a whole damn wall that was 50 feet long and 10 inches thick, built from cement and concrete alongside with a lot of metal beams. And he would have been impaled and plastered to the ground if it wasn't for his mother, as well as Naruto's parents to stop him. As whenever Naruto went by near him, Kiba would dash to the other side of the village and stay there for an hour or so before Naruto would leave. As now we see, Naruto was currently, after becoming a Chunin, waiting for a mission. It has been months and he hasn't received one. So he got pissed and arrived inside the Hokage office. Dad! Seeing his father now laying on the ground and using a cardboard box as his table doing the paperwork, he looked up. What, son? Why are you laying down on the ground? What happened to your desk? Oh, I knew you were gonna just smash it, so I ended up opting for this. Now, even if you smash this, I can always replace a new one. Okay, I guess. I mean, whatever floats your boat, but how come I not have been given a mission? Why? Because you don't need to prove anything, son. And besides, you should be grateful that you're moving already to the Chunin rank, because Guy was told that you were going to be participating with him, already forfeited. What? But I have to prove myself! No, you don't. I haven't even learned any ninjutsu. How come? Because you're too strong. And if we gave you ninjutsu, you might end up burning the whole world down because of the ocean amount of chakra you have. That's so mean. I'm sorry, son. I really am. And so, now we see Naruto with that sad look was returning back home until he was surrounded by people with black cloaks with red clouds on them and straw hats. And Naruto was injected when he was not expecting with a huge thin needle that pierced his skin through a pore, and he was now knocked out unconscious. Good, now let's take him. After arriving, Naruto was snoring already, and whenever he occasionally moved, the person who was holding his blade to the other direction would slam into the other side one because Naruto was that strong. God damn it, what do they feed this kid? God knows what. But he, as sure as hell, is strong. I would love to fight him. Yeah, only you. I would rather stay far away from him, because people like him are too hell of strong. And so, now we see, they took him and chucked him into the Geromazo. Once they did, they forgot about one stupid detail. That was the seal that Naruto still had on his stomach, that Minato and Kushina still forgot to remove after Kyuubi was consumed. And that was the experimental one from the beginning. All the Bijus and the Geromazo glowed, and Naruto absorbed them all, and now was sleeping like a puppy down on the ground as the whole thing disappeared. What the hell? What happened to the Geromazo? Where is it? I think the kid might have consumed it, said one of the Akatsuki members, as Obito as well as Zetsu were the ones raging. Madara, calm down, said Nagato as he was pushed aside. Stay out of my way, Nagato. I'm gonna pick this brat up and ask him what he did. What is it? 5 more minutes, please. Wake the hell up, brat! As Naruto punched the masked person. Go away, you freak. Leave me the hell alone. As Naruto yawned and rested. But the bad side was, the good side was he did not see what had happened. Obito's whole face, alongside his neck, was blown off from his body with the light punch that Naruto delivered. Oh shit. I think we might have done something bad, guys. Can we all agree that this never happened and leave? What? You're just gonna abandon us? Said Zetsu. Yeah, Zetsu, you're on this one, buddy. As Zetsu tried to do something about Naruto, but Naruto literally got up and looked towards him and the man that you killed him. What? How can you do this to your own people? You people disgust me. And what followed suit was an eternal beating that Zetsu for the next 2,000 years would not forget. Beaten to the inch of his life. to the point that he without bones felt the pain and was left for dead. After that happened, Naruto was finally able to get out of the chakra suppressed place. Once he walked out, that is when his chakra seal that was placed on him by his father, the marker for flying Raijin, was activated. His father arrived. Naruto, where have you been gone off to, son? It's been 2 days. 2 days? But, oh my god, I think I've been kidnapped. What happened to the kidnappers? They turned on each other and killed one. I killed the other. I mean, beated the other. Let's forget about them. I guess that's suitable punishment for them. As Naruto kicked the boulders nearby as the whole entrance closed, the chakra was suppressed within, meaning Zetsu couldn't use anything or even absorb himself to the ground. Meaning he was beaten to the bloody pulp and now, with the dead body that was rotting inside, stuck there forever. Because huge boulders were now in front of the only entrance of the place. While Naruto and Minato returned back to Konoha, as if nothing had happened. As this is where I will be leaving this short movie off, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, and follow me on my Meta What If channel as well. I know this was quite weird idea, but I had read a comment. I forgot the person's name, but yeah, shout out to you, and I really appreciate you guys, because he was the one who mentioned this, that most of you guys enjoy stories like this. I hope so, that most of you do. Like, some of the stories are happy ones, comedic ones like this one, and some betrayed ones, and then again some happy ones, like to balance things out. So yeah, do let me know what you guys think about that. Should we do that from now on? Because if honestly you guys want that, I would certainly 100% do that. Enough said. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel. If you have any ideas or recommendations, leave them in the comment section down below. And without any further ado, let's end the video here, as this is Apollo Uchiha, and I'm signing off for today. Peace!